Hello, Gridiron. Almost the end of the season. Can you believe it? First off, I apologize for the lack of videos, but things have just been crazy, so it is what it is. I'm going to keep this real short because I want to throw 2 or 3 of your guys' videos together at the end. That way we can make sure we get to listen to everybody's. But I also want to congratulate Bill, the Italian Scallions. He actually took over first place from the bitch, who's I've been there all season. So he finally took over first place, and it looks like the schedule that Ian made was money because we have a couple. We have the last week of the season here. We have double games, and there's a lot of implications. So we really don't know how the the playoff situation is set yet. Guinea Pig, who's sitting right outside the playoffs right now, still has a chance with everybody else losing. Even Witness Protection, I think, has a chance. Unfortunately, Paulie Walnuts, the Bone Breakers, and the Wise Guys, they don't have a chance. But I think that's about it. So let's just listen to these videos and be sure to tune in. I'm definitely going to do a recap and take everybody's answers from all those questions and kind of bring them all together, and we'll see how those predictions worked out and what happened, all right? So even though if the season's over for you, just keep an eye on the website and look forward to wrapping things up, all right? Thanks, guys, and hope everyone had a nice Thanksgiving. Peace. Good.
Mike Collins, owner of Guinea Pig. The biggest bust of 2010 is going to be Adrian Peterson. So number 3, whoever has number 3 pick. Sorry about that. Biggest surprise of 2010. I don't know what the biggest surprise of 2010 is going to be. I think Joey Flacco is going to do pretty well. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Boy, I haven't even started preparing for offsides yet, which I'm certain to finish in the money again this year. But I would say right now at this point, Super Bowl. I'm going to go with the Texans. What the hell? Have I ever won Golden Jack? Now, that's just a silly question. That's got to be a rhetorical question. Golden Jack is essentially needs to be created in my likeness. Should be called Golden Mike. I've won it 3 times. I'll probably win it again this year. Other than yourself, who would you predict to win the 2010 season? Well, obviously, I'm the odds-on favorite. But I think you gotta respect the young upstart Phil Singh. The Wise Guys always put together a good team, so they'll probably finish second to me again, which I think will be the 3rd time. Which owner was in the first year of Gridiron but's no longer involved? I think that was George the Bitch Beckick. And who will be the bitch this year? I'm going to put that on Preston this year. Preston the Bitch.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gridiron Goodfellas, your yearly update. My name is Jerry Carley, reporting from the offices of Mulvaney G2 Architecture. Biggest bust, 2010. I'm going to have to call out Larry Fitzgerald. Biggest bust. Nobody to throw him the ball this year. Biggest surprise of 2010. I think you're going to see, I'm hoping Ryan Matthews, because I have him in my other league, so I'm hoping he's a top 8 running back by the end of the year. Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? Super Bowl this year, I think, is... Boy. I want to say the Chargers. I think I'm going to say San Diego goes and gets it this year. Have I ever won Golden Jack? No, and I'm hoping to take him back to Pennsylvania this year. Other than myself, who would I predict to win the 2010 season? I think Coochie's going to have a good draft and a very solid team drafting from the number 1 spot if Chris Johnson does what he did last year. Which owner was the first of Gridiron but is no longer involved? Oh, that's George. That's my buddy George. That's easy because we were just talking about that on the drive here. Who do you predict will be the bitch this year? Oh, I think the bitch is Carl. I'm sorry. I think you're going to be the bitch this year. All right, that's it. More later. Oh,
Paulie Walnuts, and my team name is Paulie Walnuts. So, biggest bust of 2010. Boy, I really haven't thought about any bust or surprise, but I would have to say Jets. No, I'm kidding. Not Jets. I would have to say Minnesota. For some reason, I just think they're probably going to bust, and that would be they could do very well. Biggest surprise, I think Oakland is going to do an amazing job at bettering their record than the previous year. No, not. I'm going to have to go with my Chiefs as being the biggest surprise because I'm a homer. Who will win the Super Bowl? Boy, that's a good question. I'm going to have to say San Diego finally does it. Have you ever won Golden Jack? Yes, I did. And I was very proud of that. I had a really good draft. And it was a bunch of San Diego Chargers that got me that win. Other than yourself, who would you predict to win the 2010 season? I'm going to have to go with Jerry. I think he's definitely aiming to get that Golden Jack. Can you tell me which owner was in the first year of the Gridiron but is no longer involved? No, I can't. Geez. And who do you predict will be the bitch this year? Hopefully not me, but geez. I'm going to go Collins because I love to see him get all roiled up. So, all right. Take care.
Preston Hertzler of the Bone Breakers. The biggest bust of 2010 will be the New York Jets without Darrelle Revis. The biggest surprise of 2010, to really be a surprise, I'd say is Buffalo Bills. I think they're going to surprise everyone. Super Bowl win, I think that's going to be, I'm going to go for back-to-back with New Orleans Saints. Have I ever won a Golden Jack? Yes, I won it. And don't remember the year, but I won it. Who does I predict win the 2010 season? I think this is the year Jerry Carly is going to come from nowhere and win this one. He deserves it. He's been trying it for a long time and been close, but never there. George Beckick is the owner that was here the first year of Gridiron, but is no longer a member. The bitch will be Mike Collins. He just deserves to be the bitch.